Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Lincoln Wheat Pennies, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. The 1953 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America. If you love coin collecting or you check your pocket change carefully, then this video is going to be very exciting for you. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series started in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, and it quickly became one of the most collected coins in the country. The wheat design on the back, created by Victor David Brenner, remained until 1958. Among these, the 1953 penny without a mint mark has gained strong attention from collectors. Now many people get confused about no mint mark. In 1953, if a penny was made in Philadelphia, it did not carry a mint mark. That means the 1953 no-mint mark penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In that year, hundreds of millions were produced, so at first it may not seem rare. But here is where things become interesting. While regular circulated examples are common, high-grade uncirculated coins are much harder to find. Most 1953 pennies were heavily used in daily transactions. Finding one today with sharp wheat lines, strong Lincoln portrait details, and bright original red color is not easy. Collectors especially look for coins graded in mint state condition with full red surfaces. Rarity increases even more when we talk about error coins. Some 1953 no-mint mark pennies were struck with noticeable errors that make them very desirable. For example, double-die obverse coins show slight doubling in the date and lettering. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, are also collectible. There are also repunched mint mark varieties on Denver issues, but since we are focusing on no mint mark Philadelphia coins, collectors mainly search for strong strike quality and clean surfaces. Another factor that makes this coin valuable is its historical period. The early 1950s were part of post-war America. Coins from this time carry both economic and historical meaning. Many collectors try to complete full wheat penny sets from 1909 to 1958. And the 1953 issue is an important piece of that journey. Now let's talk about value. In circulated condition, a 1953 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny usually sells for around $2 to $5 depending on condition. In bright, uncirculated red condition, the market price can range from $15 to $40. In very high mint state grades certified by major grading companies, auction prices have reached around $200 to $500. Exceptional top population coins with superb red color have sold at auction for more than $1,000, so before you ignore that old wheat penny in your drawer, take a closer look. Check the date carefully. Examine the color. Look for sharp details and possible errors. You might not become instantly rich, but you could be holding a small piece of American history that collectors truly appreciate. If you enjoyed learning about the 1953 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin story. Coin lovers, keep checking your change, because the next valuable penny could already be in your hands. Top 2. The 1940 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America. If you are a coin lover or someone who checks every old penny carefully, then stay with me because this coin may look simple, but it has an interesting story and real collector value. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series began in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. circulating coin to feature a real historical figure. The beautiful wheat ears design on the reverse was created by Victor David Brenner, and it remained in use until 1958. The 1940 issue is part of the early 1940s wheat cent era, a period many collectors love. Now let's understand what no mint mark means. In 1940, pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint did not carry a mint mark. So if you see a 1940 penny without any letter under the date, it was made in Philadelphia. That year, more than 500 million coins were produced there. Because of that large mintage, many people think the coin is common. But condition changes everything. Most 1940 pennies were heavily circulated during World War II era America. They were used daily in shops, markets, and businesses. Finding one today in worn condition is easy. Finding one with sharp details, full wheat lines, and original red luster is much harder. That is where collector demand increases. Now let's talk about errors and varieties that make this coin even more exciting. Some 1940 no mint mark pennies show doubling in the lettering or date. While not as dramatic as famous double dies from other years, light doubling can still attract collectors. Off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and lamination errors are also known. These mint mistakes can significantly increase value depending on how strong and visible the error is. Another interesting factor is metal composition. The 1940 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This was before the steel cents of 1943. Because it contains real copper, many people save wheat pennies from this era for their metal value and historical importance. Collectors especially look for coins graded in high mint state with full red color. Red coins are much more desirable than brown or red-brown examples. Sharp strike quality and clean surfaces without spots or damage are very important. Now let's talk about real market value. In circulated condition, a 1940 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny usually sells for around $1 to $3 depending on where. In uncirculated red condition, the market price often ranges from $15 to $50. In very high mint state grades certified by major grading services, auction prices have reached around $300 to $700. Exceptional top-quality examples have sold for more than $1,000 at auction. So before you spend that old wheat penny, check the date carefully. Look at the color. Examine the details in Lincoln's hair and the wheat lines on the back. Even though millions were made, high-quality examples are not easy to find today. If you enjoyed learning about the 1940 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other coin collectors. Keep searching your old coins because history, and maybe real money, could be hiding in your pocket right now. Top 3. The 1946 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny from the United States of America. At first glance, it may look like just another old copper cent, but for collectors, this coin represents the beginning of a new era in American history after World War II. So coin lovers, watch carefully and enjoy every detail. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series began in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, featuring Lincoln on the front and 2 wheat ears on the back. This classic wheat design continued until 1958 and remains one of the most collected U.S. coin series today. Now let's understand what no mint mark means for 1946. In that year, pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint did not carry a mint mark. So if there is no small letter under the date, your coin was made in Philadelphia. In 1946, more than 900 million pennies were produced there. That is a very high number, which means circulated examples are common today. But here is where things get interesting. Even though millions were made, most 1946 pennies were used heavily in daily circulation during the rebuilding years after the war. Many were exposed to wear, scratches, and environmental damage. Finding one in average circulated condition is easy. Finding one in high uncirculated mint state condition with full original red luster is much more difficult and much more valuable. Collectors pay close attention to color. Wheat pennies are often classified as brown, red-brown, or full red. Full red coins with bright original copper color are the most desirable. Sharp details in Lincoln's hair and strong wheat lines on the reverse also increase demand. Now let's talk about errors and varieties. Some 1946 no mint mark pennies show minor doubling in the date or lettering. There are also examples with off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and lamination errors. While not extremely rare, strong visible mint errors can significantly raise the value depending on condition and eye appeal. Another reason collectors like the 1946 penny is its metal composition. It is made of 95% copper, unlike the famous steel cents of 1943. That makes it part of the classic copper wheat era that many collectors prefer. Now let's talk about real market value. In circulated condition, a 1946 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny usually sells for around $1 to $3 depending on where. In bright uncirculated red condition, the market price typically ranges from $10 to $40. In very high mint state grades certified by major grading companies, auction prices have reached around $200 to $600. Exceptional top-quality red examples have sold for more than $1,000 at auction. So before you ignore that old wheat penny in your collection, take a closer look. Check the date. Study the color. Look carefully for sharp details or unusual mint errors. Even a common year can become valuable in the right condition. If you enjoyed learning about the 1946 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more rare coin stories. Coin collectors keep searching because history and hidden value might already be in your hands. Top 4. The 1947 Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America. Many people overlook this coin because it looks common, but collectors know that condition and quality can turn an ordinary penny into something truly valuable. So coin lovers, watch carefully and enjoy this journey into history. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series began in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, featuring Lincoln's portrait on the front and 2 wheat ears on the reverse. This design remained in circulation until 1958 and is still one of the most collected U.S. coin series today. Now let's talk about the 1947 D Mint mark. The small letter D under the date means this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1947, the Denver Mint produced more than 190 million wheat pennies. Compared to Philadelphia that year, Denver made fewer coins, which makes the 1947 D slightly more desirable in higher grades. Most 1947 D pennies were used heavily in everyday transactions during the late 1940s. Because of circulation, many surviving examples today show wear on Lincoln's cheek, jawline, and hair details. The wheat lines on the reverse are often weak or partially worn. That is why collectors pay strong attention to coins that still show sharp strike details and original mint luster. Color is also very important. Wheat pennies are graded as brown, red-brown, or full red. A bright, full red 1947 D with clean surfaces and no major marks is much harder to find than a dark brown circulated coin. As the grade increases, so does the demand and value. Now let's discuss interesting errors and varieties. Some 1947 D pennies show repunched mint marks where the D appears slightly doubled. There are also examples with die cracks, lamination errors, and off-center strikes. While dramatic errors are not extremely common, when found in strong condition, they can significantly increase collector interest and price. Another important detail is composition. The 1947 D penny is made of 95% copper. Many collectors love these classic copper wheat cents because of their rich color and historical connection to post-World War II America. Now let's talk about real market value. In circulated condition, a 1947 D Lincoln Wheat Penny usually sells for around $1 to $4 depending on where. In uncirculated red condition, the market price typically ranges from $15 to $50. In very high mint state grades certified by major grading companies, auction prices have reached around $300 to $700. Exceptional top-quality red examples have sold for more than $1,500 at auction. So before you pass by that small D mint mark penny, take a closer look. Check the sharpness of Lincoln's hair. Look at the wheat lines on the reverse. Examine the color carefully. Even a common year can become special and high grade. If you enjoyed learning about the 1947 D Lincoln Wheat Penny, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more valuable coin stories. Keep searching your old coins, because hidden treasure could be sitting quietly in your collection right now. Top 5. The 1949 D Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America. At first glance, it may look like just another old copper cent. But when you understand condition, mint marks, and rare varieties, this coin becomes much more exciting. So coin lovers, stay with me and listen carefully. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series was first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, features Lincoln's portrait on the front and 2 wheat ears on the back. This wheat design continued until 1958 and remains one of the most popular U.S. coin series ever made. Now let's focus on the 1949 D mint mark. The small letter D under the date means this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1949, Denver produced more than 150 million wheat pennies. That makes it a fairly common date in circulated condition. However, like many wheat cents, true value depends heavily on grade and eye appeal. Most 1949 D pennies were used in everyday circulation during the late 1940s and early 1950s. Because of that, many surviving coins show wear on Lincoln's cheek, jawline, and hair. The wheat lines on the reverse are often faded. Finding one in average circulated condition is easy. Finding one with sharp details and strong original mint luster is much harder. Collectors especially look for coins with full red color. Wheat pennies are graded as brown, red-brown, or full red. A bright red 1949D with minimal marks and strong strike quality is far more desirable than a dark brown worn example. High-grade red coins are the ones that attract serious bidders at auction. Now let's talk about interesting varieties and errors. Some 1949D pennies show repunched mint marks, where the D appears slightly doubled due to multiple strikes during minting. There are also examples with die cracks, lamination errors, and off-center strikes. While dramatic errors are not extremely common, strong visible errors can significantly increase collector value. Another important factor is that the 1949D penny is made of 95% copper. Many collectors prefer these classic copper wheat cents because of their rich tone and historical connection to post-war America. Now let's talk about real market value. In circulated condition, a 1949D Lincoln Wheat penny usually sells for around $1 to $4 depending on where. In uncirculated red condition, the market price typically ranges from $15 to $60. In very high mint state grades certified by major grading companies, auction prices have reached around $400 to $800. Exceptional top population red examples have sold for more than $1,500 at auction.so. Before you ignore that small D mint mark under the date, take a closer look. Examine the color. Check the wheat lines. Look carefully for any unusual mint errors. Even a common year like 1949 can become valuable in the right condition. If you enjoyed learning about the 1949D Lincoln Wheat penny, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more rare coin stories. Keep searching your collection, because your next valuable coin could already be waiting for you.